Right, welcome to another episode of This Is Anything Goes. It's 5:45 a.m. in the morning and I woke up early and I would like to do a little bit of cleaning and restoring and upgrading on the Myvi headlights. Alright, so as you can see, this is very oxidized, so I'll rectify that. And the H4 bulbs are disappointing, so I'm changing to this. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure there's no light, and I'll turn on the headlight and I'll use the wall as a marker on the level of the current headlight. Alright. Okay, so in the video it might look very bright because it auto adjusts, but this is actually dim as F. Alright. Alright, so before we start, I'll be changing the bulb, but to do that I will need to remove the reflector over here. Alright, this reflector, no, sorry, not the reflector, the anti-glare. Alright, it's actually something like this. Okay, I've actually removed it from this side, so you see the bulb is actually changed to the Projector H4. Okay, and to do this there is actually a screw at the back. We just need to unscrew, and then we need to wiggle this thing out. We might need to actually push it so that it goes like this, so that you got more space to wiggle it out. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so you can see there's actually a screw over here, so unscrew this and then wiggle the thing out. Alright. Okay, there we have it. It's out, and I had to, like I said, push a couple of the tabs in so that we can wiggle this thing out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this around over here. Alright, I want to retain this to a certain degree, but I don't need the rest of it. Alright. Okay, so I want to retain this, and I will install back the clip. Okay, I'll install back the clip into the back of the bulb, and then I'll install the bulb. Okay, so we'll be changing it to this Y6 LED H4 mini LED lens. Alright, it's H4 LED, but with a projector built into it. Okay, so what you get is this. Alright, so what you have here is you will have one LED on the inside here, and then this is the high high beam. Alright, so make sure you always install it this way. Alright, with the cover facing top. And yeah, so what you need to do it now is just disconnect it. Put that aside. Disconnect this as well. Okay, put it aside. And just like any other normal H4, you plug it into the headlight. Okay, so once you have locked it in place, what you do is you need to put back the rubber boot. Alright, slot the cable across over here. Okay, so just like that. And then you close off the rubber boot. And what you have is something like this. Okay, close off nicely, push it in. And then what you do is you screw this one back in. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 hands. Okay, so the restoration of the headlamp, simple. From this to this. Alright, one hell of a difference. And the light output actually makes a very big difference as well. Alright, if you can see it, this is much whiter, this is yellowish and not as bright actually. And you can see from here, which looks nicer. This is no. This is thumbs up. Make sure you give a thumbs up for this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do it on this side. Okay. Alright, so you can see that the brightness on both sides is now the same. Earlier what you saw was this side bright, this side a bit yellowish and not as bright. And take note, the brightness right now is actually daytime. And we can still see the headlights so bright. Alright. Okay, now what I'll do is I will adjust the headlights because this is a bit high. Actually, I think this is alright, but might need to go a bit more to this side and this needs to go up. Alright, that's the end of the video, and that's how I restore the headlamp on the Perodua Myvi, the 2007 Perodua Myvi. This is the first generation, and this is also how I upgraded the headlight. So those who actually own this car will know the headlight over time it yellows and the light output is disappointing. Even if you restore the lens cover here, the light output is still disappointing from the very beginning anyway, or at least compared to the technology that we have now. It's just not bright enough. Alright, so what I did was I polished the headlights from 800 grit to 1005 to 2000 to 3000 grit. Then I polish it with a sponge and polishing compound, which is why you get this. And I actually apply a layer of three layers of headlamp coating. Alright, this will prevent it from yellowing in the near future, in a short time. Alright, if you just polish it and you don't do a coating, I can guarantee you within 2 months it will start yellowing. Within 1 year it's gone. It will be back to square one. Okay, so make sure after you restore it, you actually put a layer of coating on it. So there's multiple types that you can find online, from spray on type to wipe on type to those that uses a special cup. As long as it's a layer of coating, it helps. Alright, now let's talk a bit about the bulb. Alright, so for this model of car, it uses H4, and H4, it's a bit hard to actually get a LED, a normal LED or a HID that actually suits the needs of the car, because it's either the highlight is horrible, the high beam is horrible, or the low beam is horrible, or both is horrible. Alright, and the glare to other people is just bad. Alright, which is why when I found this H4 LED projector, okay, what it does is it has a projector lens, as I mentioned earlier. Alright, and it does distribute the light very evenly. I like it. As you can see in the video, it's very bright and the cutoff was smooth. Alright, you do see a notch there, but that's normal. If you see the notch if you see the notch on the left side, that means it's for a left-hand drive. Okay, if it's on the right side, it's for a right-hand drive car. Alright, so make sure when you purchase the bulb, it's stated clearly whether it's for right-hand or left-hand drive. Alright, okay, the cost of the bulb is about 135 ringgit, which is roughly 30 plus US dollar, 37, 35 US dollar. Alright, somewhere around that ballpark. Okay, so I would say it's worth it, definitely worth it. There's some delivery truck driver here that's making all the noise. Okay, either way, that's the end of the video. If you have not done so, hit the subscribe and hit the bell button, and this really helps. You can hit this if you hate this video, but let's hope not. But if you do hit it, at least leave me a comment. Alright, so I know what I can do to improve my videos. Okay, till next time, see ya.